Hi friends, welcome back to my channel SciTech here. In this one I'm going to do the CPU throttling test comparison between the OnePlus Nord versus Realme GT Neo 5 device. So both phones do have the same Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 processor, and now I'm going to do the CPU throttling test comparison between these both phones. And we'll try to observe regarding the how much temperature difference we can actually see and how will be the throttling between these both phones as well. And one quick note, the OnePlus Nord device, so I'm not using any kind of high performance mode. So the main reason is because with using high performance mode and without using high performance mode, the performance is slightly different in the OnePlus Nord. But it's not like that in this Realme GT Neo 5. Realme GT Neo 5, most of the time the performance was able to maintain exactly similar. For example, in the benchmark scores, so without using high performance mode, this is the score. With using high performance mode, this is the benchmark scores. But with using GT mode and without using GT mode, I didn't see any kind of difference, not much difference in the Realme GT Neo 5. That's why I'm trying to mention you. Right now, I'm not using any high performance mode while doing this CPU throttling test. So maybe next time I'll try to use the high performance mode and then I'll try to do the test. Right now, both phones are at same settings, 100 threads and 15 minutes, and temperatures were 27 and 29 degrees Celsius in the beginning. And let's start the test. Right now the test has begun, and now you should be able to see the battery percentage and overall temperatures in the beginning of starting the test. And next time I'll try to include the high performance mode and the GT mode, and I'll try to compare both phones side by side again. So right now these are the results which we are getting, and I will be back after 5 minutes of time and 10 minutes of time. We'll try to check overall performance throttling, how it's going on between these both phones. So I can be back after some time. Right now, as you can see, this is the overall CPU throttling test results comparison after 10 minutes, after getting close to 10 minutes. So this is the Realme GT Neo 5 and this is the OnePlus Nord device. So I did try to mention that in the Realme GT Neo 5, without using any kind of GT mode, the performance seems to be kind of pretty high, as you can see right now in the Realme GT Neo 5. But in the OnePlus Nord device, the performance is slightly less because I did not use the high performance mode. So that's how it is optimized in the OnePlus phones. If you use only the high performance mode, then the performance can be boosted. And I will be back after at the end of the test results so that we can actually compare the overall benchmark scores and the overall temperatures. And right now the temperature is slightly higher in the Realme GT Neo 5. So that's what I did observe. Like if I'm trying to do the benchmark test or maybe this kind of CPU throttling test, I'm noticing about 1 to 2 degrees higher in the Realme GT Neo 5. That's because right now this phone is performing at its peak level. That's the reason why the temperature is pretty high. In the OnePlus Nord, I'm not using any high performance mode, so the performance is not performing at the peak level. So that's the difference between these both phones, and which you can clearly see regarding the clock speeds. Let me just slightly zoom in so you should be able to see the clock speeds between these both phones. You can see 2.2 GHz, 2.22 GHz. So these are the clock speeds are between these both phones. So right now I'll try to keep side by side comparison. So the clock speeds are slightly less in the OnePlus Nord because I'm not using any high performance mode. So maybe next time if I try to use high performance mode, everything will be like that. So this is also another thing you should consider when you're trying to compare this kind of CPU throttling test results. So I will be back, friends, after some time, maybe getting close to 15 minutes. Then we can discuss more details about the overall temperatures and how is the performance throttling between these both phones. And next time I'll definitely use the high performance mode, and then again I'll try to compare the both phones side by side. So I will be back after some time. Right now, as you can see, this is the overall CPU throttling test comparison between these both phones, and try to look at the temperatures and try to look at the performance scores. And the Realme GT Neo 5 was able to maintain up to 95% of the maximum performance. And you can see the minimum scores, average scores, and the high scores were slightly high in the Realme GT Neo 5 because this phone is performed at its peak level regarding the clock speeds. So as I said, I did not use any high performance mode in the OnePlus Nord device. So that's the reason these are the results looks like this. So if I try to use the high performance mode, maybe it might be kind of close to Realme GT Neo 5. But next time I'll try to definitely do the video as soon as possible. So this is a quick comparison, guys, regarding the temperatures. And in case if you have other questions, let me know in the comment section below. And you can see the battery, how much it got drained while doing this kind of testing. And I will be back after some time. In case if you have other questions, try to check the links in description for the playlist videos also. All the links will be available in the description below. Thank you for watching, and bye.